But listen to what Robin says back in season 2.
He's like the captain of the ship, you know, and a captain of a ship never gets to say, there's a storm coming, we're all gonna die. They always have to be strong.
I don't know any ship captains, but if I was on a ship and Kody Brown was the captain, I would be trying to get back on land as soon as possible. Hello and welcome to Happily Ever Reality. I am so glad you're here. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to focus on any one episode. I just had a few things on my mind I wanted to talk about, and I thought you guys might find interesting too. Of course, you can leave comments about any of it. You can also leave any comments you want to about any other shows or any other things you've heard. I love reading all of the comments you guys leave, so thank you for doing that. But let's just go ahead and get started. First of all, I want to start out by talking about Meri Brown's Love Yourself retreat that was supposed to happen back in February. I'm going to put a link to the video I did about the retreat up on the screen, but otherwise I'm just going to remind you what made this retreat so interesting, and that was the price tag, guys. The cheapest price, the lowest price, I shouldn't say cheapest, there was nothing cheap about this. The lowest price was $4,000. The highest was $6,000. That did not include any taxes or fees, and that was for 3 days and 2 nights at an inn in Utah. And if you watch the video, I go into more details, but it was very vague. There wasn't a lot to say about it. Meri didn't post a lot. I have the website up now on the screen, and you can see that it says it was sold out. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have no evidence that it was, I have no evidence that that's not true, but I find it hard to believe that it actually sold out. Maybe people came and stayed at the end, but I would be surprised if they actually got people to pay that much. So I don't know what sold out means. I don't know if it means people stayed in the rooms, but so they're not available, or if they actually sold those packages. But the one thing that makes me think that this retreat just did not happen was Instagram. I'm going to show you guys Lizzie's Heritage Inn, the Instagram page. It's not very active, which surprises me because Meri Brown is so active on Instagram. I just thought there would be more, and I firmly believe if there was a $6,000 retreat and it was really worth $6,000, there would be something somewhere on the Instagram for the inn. There would be a picture of the delicious meal, the journals, the activities, the thing that they were really going to do to make it worth $6,000, whatever that was. There would have to be a photo of it or a photo from the weekend, and there's just nothing. And if they're trying to entice people to come back for another retreat, they're going to have to share some sort of photos, and there's nothing here that screams retreat on Lizzie's Heritage Inn, on their Instagram, and over on Meri Brown's there was nothing either. So if I had to guess, I just don't think this retreat happened, but I have no actual proof of that besides the lack of evidence that it did happen. So yeah, I just don't think it went down. If you know someone who went though, or if you went, I am dying to hear about it. So let me know in the comments, or if you know any other thing about it. I want to know what happened, but I'm going to guess that it just didn't happen at all, and there will be some excuse for why it didn't happen if someone asks. Meri is just really going to have to lower that price point if she wants people to go. The next thing that has sort of been on my mind, unfortunately, has been Kody Brown wearing the kilt to Aspen and Mitch's wedding. Sorry if I alarmed you by having that photo just pop up there the way it did, but recently this has been brought back into the light by social media and Reddit and over in McKelty and Tony's Patreon. But just in case you have forgotten, I'll put in a little clip of Kody wearing the kilt.
You look great in your kilt. I hope we all look as good as you do.
Oh, come on. Come on. We can all say it a little bit more passionate.
Honey, you look hot.
Thank you.
So to me, this is like one of the most classic Kody Brown moments and photos ever, is him wearing the kilt and managing to make it so incredibly awkward and uncomfortable for the people looking at him. I could never figure out what it was though, even with Janelle making the comments that she did. And I'm going to put in a clip of Janelle talking here, but it's weird because it was like I just didn't give it a lot of thought. I sort of watched it and was like, ugh, Kody's annoying. But listen to what Janelle says.
I actually thought it was too short. It was kind of beyond your control, right?
Yeah,
it's short. It's a short kilt.
So you might be wondering why I'm even mentioning this. Well, there's a reason. Over on McKelty and Tony's Patreon, they had interviewed Mitch, and one of the questions that was submitted to them was a question related to this kilt. And let me tell you the question. I'm going to try to say it word for word so I get it right. And I'm also going to tell you Mitch's answer. So the question was more direct and short than I thought, but the question that was asked of Mitch was, why was Kody's kilt so short? Mitch responded by saying he was told multiple times that it's at the knee or below the knee. He just wanted it that high. When I heard that during the interview, I actually stopped. Like, I paused it and then went back and listened to it again because, first of all, I thought the question was hilarious. I hadn't really given the whole kilt thing any more thought. The only thing I could think was that Kody just makes things awkward. So that's what he did. He managed to put on a kilt and draw attention to himself and make it weird because that's how Kody is at weddings. Y'all remember him dancing? Hold on. I'm going to put in a clip. So yeah, there's a video there of Kody being awkward at his friend's wedding from season 17. He's a weird dude sometimes. But there he is dancing, and now we know it is confirmed. Kody knew the kilt was not long enough. He was told how long it should be, and I just thought it was a funny question. I mean, it's not a super serious thing. This family has way bigger issues going on than the kilt from years ago, but I did think it was funny that it was brought up, and Mitch actually had an answer for it. The last thing I want to talk about is Christine Brown. If you have not hopped over to her Instagram or followed her on any social media, you should. It is just nice to see. She is doing so well. She has this cute photo of her in this picture wearing a Mickey sweater. It says she's visiting her grandkids in North Carolina. Her kids too, but you know, the grandkids, that's who she's there to visit. But I put this hoodie on and it reminds me of David Woolley. Of course, David is the man she is seeing. It says, miss you, babe. She has all these hashtags. This is hashtag thanks for loving me, hashtag miss you, hashtag love you. And then he responds with miss you more with a heart emoji. It's just so nice. I think watching their relationship, and as a viewer of the show, it was like she wasn't getting what she needed and Kody just wasn't a good husband. So seeing that she is in a happy relationship is so nice. I'm going to be honest with you, there is a part of me that would be really surprised if this first serious relationship ends up being someone she's with forever, but I'm still happy for her. Like, I'm rooting for it to be that, but if it's not, maybe this is just a good, like, wake-up call. Like, this is how it can be this good. So even if it doesn't, I think this is good for her. If it does, well, that's fantastic too. But it's just nice to go over there and see. There's also this really cute post of them dancing in the kitchen. Let me get over to it so you guys can see it. It says, I love having someone to dance with me in the kitchen. Hashtag finally happy. Hashtag this is my year. Hashtag love my life. And I'm like, this is nice. She has someone who's actually at her home spending time with her, dancing in her kitchen. Kody wasn't going to dance with her. He wasn't even there. So this is just so nice to see. So if your day is not going well or you're just feeling like things don't work out for people, you can hop over there and it seems like things are really working out for Christine. So that is it, you guys. That is all for today. If you have any comments, anything you want to point out, anything I might have missed that's really interesting, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for coming to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and click like and subscribe and come back to Happily Ever Reality so we can talk more about reality TV shows.